code of conduct. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am safe, I am respectful, I am responsible at Dundalk Middle School and in my community. Please be seated. Now let's find out what happened on this date in history.
In 1789, the American Revolution, New Jersey ratifies the Bill of Rights. In 1923, Garrett Morgan patents the three-position traffic signal sign. In 1864, the Civil War, Sherman's march to the sea continues. Today's math problem is, find the perimeter of this triangle with the following dimensions. Be sure to let your math teacher know if you can solve it. Now here's Emily with our word of the day.
Today's word of the day is orational. Oration. Cicero's oration in the Roman Senate are still studied by speakers today. And again, today's word of the day is oration.
This is a reminder. All magnet school applications are due to the Baltimore County Public Schools Magnet Office by November 30th. No late applications will be accepted. For any questions, see Ms. Birch.
The Young Writers Workshop are students who love to write. It is an after-school writing workshop club in conjunction with the Maryland Writing Project, sponsored by Ms. Bullock and Ms. Sullivan. Mr. Slavin, sorry. It is in Ms. Bullock's room, that is 110. It is on Thursday. It is on Thursdays from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock from November 29th to May 2nd. You can express yourself, to share your writing, to learn how to critique others' writings, to make friends with similar interests, and to strengthen your writing.
Now let's get a check on the weather from Rhiannon.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Rhiannon Turner bringing you your week of weather. Today we have mostly cloudy skies with a high of 57 and a low of 34 degrees. Our humidity is up to 82%, so let's button up and stay warm, Dundalk Middle School. This is your weather for the rest of the week, and then back to you, ladies.
Thanks, Rhiannon.
Now for some words of wisdom.
Good morning, Dundalk Middle School. This is Endicott Muhammad with a few words of wisdom. Confucius says, "He who asks a question is a fool for a moment, but he who never asks a question is a fool forever." Many times in school, we don't understand what our teachers are trying to say, or we don't understand something we've read. This happens to every single one of us. This doesn't mean you are stupid. It just means you are a human being. So don't be afraid to speak up. After all, before you can ask a question, you have to be thinking, which means you are a whole lot smarter than those who aren't. With something to think about, this is Muhammad. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
And here's Mr. Barish.
Morning, Dundalk Middle School. I want to remind all teachers and let students know that at some point today we will be practicing a lockdown drill. Again, at some point today we will be practicing a lockdown drill. At the conclusion of our morning announcements, I would ask that homeroom teachers please review the expectations for a lockdown drill. I know we have a couple substitutes in the building, so teachers, if you know your students and during homeroom might have a substitute, make sure that during Mod 2 or Mod 3 you review those expectations. Again, today, students, we will be going over and having a lockdown drill. It's very important that you put forth your best effort in practice, because we want to make sure if we ever are in a situation where we need to lock down, we are comfortable and we are calm, and we know exactly that what we need to do to make sure every child and staff member is safe at Dundalk Middle School. I want to remind all students the importance of coming to school every day. Attendance does matter. We need to all demonstrate excellent attendance. We also want to make sure that you're coming to school with a positive attitude and you're ready to apply yourself. And again, as Team DMS, as a staff, we will make sure we do whatever it takes, students, to ensure that you are successful in school and in life. And again, that is our number one priority, again, is to make sure all students are safe and that you're able to learn in a positive environment. Want to also, as we have a shortened week this week, we have tomorrow at school, and then of course we have our Thanksgiving break. I just want to offer my best to all students and staff at Dundalk Middle School for a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving, restful time with your family and your friends. Again, it's an opportunity to reflect and be thankful for what you have, and we want to just take time and make sure that you have a safe holiday again with family and friends. Want to also just remind the importance for students to get to class on time. We have a late bell. I've noticed that students, you've been doing a better job getting to class on time, but we still need to make sure you are adhering to getting to class within that 4-minute period. Also, teachers, please make sure that you hold students to our high expectations and accountable. If students come to class late, the expectation is they must have a late pass with them. Otherwise, again, please go through late bell policies and appropriate consequences. Also, students, please make sure you're reviewing your grades and progress on Edline. We have an excellent tool for students and for parents to use. Our teachers update homework on a regular daily basis, and they update your progress on a regular basis. So students, please make sure you use that resource and tool to keep up to date with your homework and your progress. Thank you. And now back to Intisar and Emily. Have a wonderful day.
Do you keep a journal? Do you like to write poetry in your free time? Do you have ideas about stories you would like to write? Are you willing to share your writing with your peers and accept constructive criticism? Come join the Young Writers Workshop. This project is sponsored by the Maryland Writing Project and Towson University.
This is Intisar and Emily reminding you to stay classy, Dundalk Middle School.